Many people say, okay, we're living in a bad world, but we can't do anything about it. And I think that's really not true. They just don't want to take the responsibility for their microcosmos. We had several movements in history. For example, in the 60s of the 20th century, you could see that when they showed solidarity, they could change something in the system. I think it's still on us, even more in democracies, to change the system if we don't like it. We shouldn't ask, what do we expect from life? It's more like, what does life expect from us? And by that, a whole universe opens, because then you can say, okay, why am I in this and that situation? Why did I lose my job? And then you can say, okay, maybe because I have to face this crisis and go through it. But I think that you can also see it the other way around. You can say, okay, the financial crisis is a kind of mirror for us. And it's us standing in this mirror, and who are we? This is one of the oldest philosophical questions. Who are we? So my name is Michael Weiss. I'm a lecturer at universities. I teach in the field of ethics. The idea behind global ethics is quite easy, actually, because you have two main principles. The first, every human has to be treated humanly, and the second one is the so-called golden rule, which means do not to others what you don't want them to do to you. People argue that living in an ethical way always means that you have to step back a bit. You have to say no to something that you desire for, because you're responsible for other people as well. But I think that living in an ethical way and having a reason for that, you can find more quality in your life and in the life of other people. Because if you have a meaning in life, you behave in a peaceful and lovely way to others. So I think in the end it could be very easy. So we have certain principles, certain guidelines, and if everyone would commit to these guidelines, there would be peace on this earth. But we all know that this is not so easy in the end, because we are all humans. We are, for example, going into schools, teaching there about these global ethical principles, and we're doing also a series of lectures at universities, publishing books and scientific articles. And yeah, we're organizing the traveling exhibition, which is called World Religions, Universal Peace and Global Ethic. Yeah, one of the most important things that we have a kind of more comprehensive education right now in the school system. Not only about knowledge sharing, also about experience sharing. I think that many young people still want to live the way as they are used to. They think that having my own car is one of the most important things in life, or having my own house. Having this and that academic title is one of the most important things. I'm 33 years old now, and when you start to talk to people in my age, and you have a longer discussion, then you figure out, okay, they all reached the goals they dreamed of when they were, let's say, 20. But are they happier now? And I don't think so that many of them are. I think this is a challenge in our society, because we are trained to be leaders. We are trained to be successful. And by allowing yourself making mistakes, you're not a successful person anymore. We are not living in a society where you can just acknowledge your emotions. And I think connection between our emotions, our fears, and the value system that we have, or many people of us have, is very close. So just to think about having a good job, having your own house, having a car, all this material stuff. Well, I think that many of these things or values are connected to fears behind. As we see it right now in the development of science, we definitely can't say what truth is. We have different interpretations of it. But what truth is, we only can say what truth means to us personally. And I think that the answers are still within myself.